Championships are won in November. And what a better way to kick off the month than with the Big Ten matchup of the year. Two familiar foes that stand in each other's way of a chance at a Big Ten title will battle for supremacy. In order for the Spartans to get one step closer to that ultimate goal, it will not only take great play on the field, but also great leadership from two of their captains, whose roots run deep in Ohio.
From Maisie, Ohio, right outside of Youngstown, Ohio, in the northeastern part. Come from a family, older brother, older sister. I'm the baby of the family. Grew up around sports, my brother playing sports, my sister playing sports. But basically from a small town where a lot of hard workers, all growing up, just seeing the way people around me worked, especially my mom, seeing her work the long hours and never complaining.
Growing up in a single-parent household, Kurtis's mom would be his biggest influence throughout his life.
For coming from a single-parent mom and having two other siblings, I mean, it had a huge impact on me, just seeing the way that she worked, doing whatever was needed for the family. My mom's probably the best and strongest woman that I know, and just really someone I could look up to.
As Kurtis looked up to his mom, he saw a strong, hard-working woman who put her family first.
She's just a hard worker, works long hours, does a garbage route. She'll get up about 2 in the morning. And some days won't get off until 4 p.m. It never really complains, always is up to do whatever is needed. I can remember back in high school, her always being outside waiting to pick me up from school, sometimes taking a nap in the car just because she was tired, but still being able to make it to my games later in the day, whether it's basketball or football. And just really being my #1 fan, always there for me when I need to talk. And just one thing she just always harped on me was just always giving my best effort in whatever it is.
While Kurtis's mom worked hard to provide for her family, the responsibility helping to raise Kurtis fell upon his two older siblings.
And having an older brother and older sister, they really were the ones that really toughened me up. I can remember my brother being the person that I always wanted to be growing up. He was a man back in my town in high school, and just playing all the sports that he played, being the leader of his teams, and it just was somebody that I wanted to chase after and be like. My brother and my sister have definitely played a big part of my life, just to see the hard work and all the adversity that they had to overcome, and how such great people they are, and they've done a lot of my life. I'm definitely glad that they picked on me and toughened me up and made me battle the things that I had to battle within the house. Just things like that, and just the bond that we have as a family, and just being able to look up to people like that and have those type of role models has done a lot in my life.
Coming off a season of unprecedented success in which Kurtis played a pivotal role,
here he comes off the corner. Pass is caught! Are you kidding? What an interception! Kurtis Drummond already the game of his life.
entering the 2014 season with expectations that exceeded the previous, the team looked to Kurtis to lead their unit as they elected him as a team captain.
When Coach Antonio read my name off along with Shalik and Travis, it was truly humbling and more so eye-opening, and really allowed me to understand how my teammates and people around me view me.
You know, Kurtis is a fifth-year senior, much like a lot of our guys have been redshirted. Kurtis is a leader. He's played extremely well for us, but he's a guy that our players look for. He's a great person, and he has great chemistry within our football team.
And Kurtis is a very respectful young man, very smart young man, and extremely hard worker. And I think he saw how hard his mom worked. And I think in a lot of ways he want to reward her, not with only the way he plays on the football field, but by also getting his degree.
I mean, I think I've definitely gained my leadership skills from just seeing the way my brother and my sister ran the household when my mom wasn't around. When my mom was around, yeah, she was the best leader I could have had. But her being gone a lot throughout the day, and me having to get up on my own and get dressed and everything, and it really allows you to grow and really rely on people that are going to support you. And I've definitely come a long way, and it's definitely truly a blessing and humbling to see how far I've really come. And being able to be named captain this season by my teammates, it's just truly been a humbling and a great experience here at Michigan State.
While Kurtis's time in East Lansing has been marked by many extraordinary accomplishments, one of his most memorable moments would happen more than 800 miles away.
My very best moment here is outside of the Rose Bowl, because that's something I'll never forget that whole week. But one of my best moments here was going down and seeing Darqueze Dennard get drafted.
With the 24th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Darqueze Dennard with pick. Defensive back, Michigan State.
Almost proud, man. Almost proud, man. Hey.
It was almost indescribable. I had to hold back tears myself with just excitement and joy, just seeing the hard work that Darqueze has put in, and to see just a blessing come to such a great person, and the way he just has touched me in my life and touched many individuals in his life. He's well deserved of what has happened to him and the many more blessings that he has in his future. So to be a part of something like this, it was a blessing for myself to be able to see him be able to accomplish one of his dreams that he set for himself. I mean, you understand when you get to this level that it could be a possibility, but when you have a close friend like that actually achieve that goal, it's really eye-opening. It's truly motivating. It just leaves, it's basically left as though it's your turn. You have to go chase and meet him again. Being able to make it to the National Football League, that would definitely be a dream come true in itself. I hope my future holds that I get this degree in December, be able to walk across the stage and see the tears come from my mom's eyes, because I know it'll make her cry, and just tears of joy. That'll be the biggest accomplishment that I could achieve is getting my college diploma and being able to hang that up in my wall. And I just pray that my future really holds for me to be able to impact people, impact kids, and really make a difference in people's lives, whether that's through playing football or not playing football. My biggest dream in life outside of football is to be able to impact people and be able to impact kids and be able to be a positive role model for people.
Growing up in the Midwest in Ohio, Big Ten football is what it was all about. You know, I've always wanted to play Big Ten football since I was 5 years old, and it's always been a dream of mine.
And being from Columbus, Travis grew up an Ohio State fan. And it just so happened that the first college football game he would attend as a kid was in 1998, when the Michigan State Spartans went into Columbus and upset the #1 ranked Buckeyes.
And Jermaine takes it deep, throws Miller, intercepted. Hill's got it. Ronaldo Hill. And it is over as Michigan State stuns #1 Ohio State.
And I just remember being so upset that Michigan State had upset Ohio State. Being my first football game that I went to, I was just kind of devastated. So it was a really cool experience. It was really a surreal experience being a 6-year-old, being in a huge college football stadium. It was kind of my first experience cheering on football and football being part of my life.
And at that time, little did Travis know that football would evolve into a huge part of his life and help lead him to Michigan State.
As you grow up and you start getting recruited as a junior in high school, your loyalties to teams go away, and you kind of learn that, you know, it's the people that make the program and not just the names. And I remember sitting in Coach D'Antonio's office and him talking about not only recruiting good players, but recruiting good people. And that was the first coach that I heard say that to me, and that was so important. So that was kind of the thing that kind of sold me on Michigan State, was Coach D and the program that he was building, and I wanted to surround myself with good people, and that's what he was trying to do here at Michigan State.
Travis Jackson from St. Francis de Sales High School. A young man that I think that has great things ahead of him. Tremendous football player. And you know, as you get around him, you find out more and more that he is a tremendous person as well, and from an outstanding football program.
As a centerpiece of the 2010 class, Travis came into Michigan State as a natural leader, an identity that would go on to define his years at Michigan State.
But a terrific, terrific leader as a freshman. He really tried and worked hard at leading, even though he hadn't experienced anything yet at Michigan State. And that was difficult for him early on, but he kept his nose to the grindstone. He kept pushing and kept pushing the people around him. And that's what he's become as a senior. That is why he's a captain today.
Being voted captain was just a really special experience. It's just so humbling. Being a part of a program for 5 years with a bunch of guys that you just love so much, that you've been through so much with, and them, you know, telling you that they want you to be their leader is just, it's words can't describe that. And when Coach D announced captains, that was just a very special moment for me. And that's definitely something that I'll never forget, and definitely something that I'll cherish for a long time.
Travis is a guy that has been here. He's seen the gradual build towards where we're at right now. He's been a part of that championship team last year, but he's also been a part of the 2010, 2011, 2012 team. A lot of success there, but at the same time, there were some adverse situations he had to work through as well. So great leadership skills. He's got a great outlook on life. He's got a great outlook on the season. And he's a guy that makes you better being around him. Makes you a better person, not just a football coach, but makes you a better person just being around him.
I think to have a successful career in any college football program is, you know, buying fully into the program and buying fully into the coaches and your teammates, and it's truly getting lost in something that's bigger than yourself. And yeah, I think the key to success for me is, you know, my coaches, my teammates. I mean, they've just been a huge part of me growing as a person and player, and I've played next to some pretty darn good guys who've allowed me to have a successful career, and I'll be forever in debt to all the coaches and the players here for just the impact that they've had on my life.
Hand off to Jeremy, running to his right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
Well, honestly, when people think back about me, I don't really care if they remember me as a single person, but I just want them to remember the teams that we've been a part of and remember Spartan Nation coming back to where it belongs, and that's on top of the Big Ten. And so I just wanted to be part of something bigger than myself.
This is Sparta. Wintry and wet. What else but a long-awaited day? Two rivals race for battle in a conference starved for respect. As College Game Day sets it all up from the home of the Spartans.
This is strictly business. And this is Sparta!
Take off that trench coat. There we go.
Thank you very much, and good Saturday evening, everybody. Welcome to the excitement in East Lansing. Michigan State won the toss. They've deferred to put that defense out there first. Ohio State will receive action at the right hash mark. The snap, time for Barrett to throw, but his pass is knocked down by Marcus Rush at the line of scrimmage. Humphrey wide side left, Tony Lippin to the right. Offset eye left, Pendleton in front of Jeremy Langford. Connor Cook back to throw, wants to go deep, over the shoulder grab made at the 20-yard line of Ohio State by Keith Mumphrey. Two wideouts to the right, throwing on the run is Connor Cook. Keith Mumphrey with a catch, breaks out of a tackle at the 5, heads for the right pylon, into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. How about that for a Spartan start? Michigan State 7, Ohio State nothing. Andrew Gleichert, the tight end in motion. Jeremy darts around left end, 30, 35. Quickness to the 40. and rolled out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Connor Cook takes a sack there. Now Spartans are putting.
Jalen Marshall in single safety. The putt is short, hit a Buckeye, hits the grass as the signal comes from the official that this is green and white football. Who's got it? Chris Fry, that's who. And here's a handoff on first down to Jeremy Langford, running off left tackle. Jeremy's inside the 15, the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Number 33 dances for 33, and a Spartan score. Touchdown, MSU. Michigan State 14. Ohio State 7. Here's the snap. Option right, and the tackle is made by Shalik Calhoun. Barrett takes the snap, feels the heat of Demetrius Cox, who was all over him and took him down. Elliott to the left of Barrett. The snap, he's looking Elliott's way, and now he's under pressure, and now he'll be sacked. Joel Heath got him. Play fake to Jeremy Langford. Throws it left side, caught by R.J. Shelton. R.J. Shelton inside the 10. Two tight ends right. And off to Jeremy. Off right guard. Into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Had to fight for it, but he got it. Michigan State 21, Ohio State 14. Fielded goal line near side by Wilson over the 10 and the 15.
Ball's out.
Gang
Ball's
tackle
out.
down at the 20. That ball is loose. That ball is loose. The Spartans have recovered. 3.5 to play in the half. The Spartans do not turn the turnover into points. They still lead Ohio State 21-14. Play fakes to Elliott. Stands up and wants to launch it deep. It is caught for a touchdown by Devin Smith. And this crowd is stunned. Ohio State has a 28-21 halftime lead.
Well, the Spartan team is now coming out of the tunnel as we're getting ready for the second half of play. So this next 30 minutes of football should be interesting.
Josiah Price and Burbridge kind of stacked inside to the right. Connor back to throw, throws left side. Tony's got it up at the 40-yard line. Then he's two-time down. Backs on either side of Connor Cook. Pressure, throws over the middle, caught at the Ohio State 40. In a crowd by Aaron Burbridge, used his strength there. Snap from Jack Allen. Time this time over the middle. Crossing pattern catch. Aaron Burbridge. He's inside the 40. At the 30, it'll be a 40-yard try. Enough leg. And this time, it's good. Michael Geiger with a 40-yard field goal. He splits the uprights from downtown. In the pistol, Elliott behind Barrett, waiting for the snap. Play fake to Elliott. Barrett runs left, throws left. Incomplete. Good coverage by Kurtis Drummond. Under center, Connor Cook on second down and 5. Jeremy up the middle. Jeremy breaks it outside. 40, 45, he's at midfield along this near left sideline. And finally, out of bounds and over the back tackle made by Vaughn Bell. So Ohio State will take over at the start of the fourth quarter here.
Timeout.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And now Ohio State's lead has ballooned to 42-24. 12:07 to go in the game. Connor Cook by himself in the shotgun. Throws left side. Tony Lippett gets out of bounds. Straight eye behind Connor Cook. Rolls to his right, throws back left for Josiah Price. Got a good block from Jack Allen. This is the 25 and the 20. Just tripped up inside the 20-yard line. Connor's under center. Play fakes to Jeremy. Stands in the pocket, throws left side of the end zone. Falling down catch made by Josiah Price. Touchdown, MSU. With 9:15 to go, the Spartans get a much-needed score. This would be a nail-biter, and it still could be. But the defense obviously has got to get a stop.
Michigan State is in the position now where they absolutely need a stop defensively to get the ball back and get Connor Cook and company to go to work.
Spencer in motion. Hands to Elliott, cuts to his left at the 10, on his feet at the 5. Spartans gang tackle him at the goal line, but that won't keep him out of the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They have scored
as the PAT's up and good. 35 of the game's last 45 points. And Ohio State wins this big football game here, really riding on the coattails of their quarterback, J.T. Barrett. The Buckeyes win the ball game 49-37.
I think the game started off and they had a couple big plays that scored going down on the first series, I believe. And I thought the key point in the game was we're up 21-14. We get the fumble on the kickoff return. We get in the end zone. There's a holding call, gets pushed back. We miss the field goal, and they hit a 79-yarder the next play. But really never could stop them on the offense side of the ball. And you got to credit Barrett, J.T. Barrett, in terms of what he was able to do. And bottom line is how we regroup as a football team. And life's full of disappointment. There's no questions. Great stage, great environment for our fans and our players, and an exciting football game. A lot of plays being made. But at the end of the day, disappointing we didn't get the win. Disappointing in certain aspects of how we played. And you got to pick up the pieces and be able to roll forward.